No.
lady and gentlemen, so please be kind.
Gentlemen
hardworking.
and female gentlemen.
Yes, so be kind to your hardworking dungeon master. So who's going to do the recap for us?
We had battered some spiders. We'd gone underground. We'd rescued the forest lord, and I can't remember after that. I remember we rescued the forest
That was
lord.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Was that
yeah.
the end?
Pretty much. So yeah, we ended up going after Shifflepin came and said that Luna, the unicorn, was in trouble.
Yeah.
So we went to go help.
Yeah.
Ended up in an underground cave.
Underground.
Battered some spiders, as Mark said.
Yeah.
And that was it. So we hadn't even had a conversation or anything at that point.
Okay. Do we need
pussies?
do we need a further recap, or are we okay? Just to
No,
go straight on. Do you want a grander view?
We were heading into town, weren't we? As well, we decided to head into the town before we got distracted with
Potentially.
unicornery.
Yeah, we're going to go with Gregor, weren't we?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you also know that Heirnrich has had a flashback. So you know that your memories have been wiped. You know that you're in a world where memories do get wiped. It happens to everyone that enters the prime, the material plane on this world. And yet Heirnrich, for some reason, had a brief flashback.
You said I was having a stroke, wasn't?
You just reminded me, actually. Speaking of stroke.
Wow.
Not in a weird way.
If something splashes across the camera now, I'm just
I'm going to be so upset. Yeah, I'm going to be so upset.
That's
like when Lister's head burst. Could you remember in Red Dwarf when Lister's head burst?
Oh,
and the cat comes in all covered in pus. I don't even want to live. It's so much better. There's all custard everywhere. It's horrible.
Yes, Lewis. Lewis has got his. I have a presentation. What have you got? Ice cream bar.
Yeah.
It's
nice.
a fancy ice cream sandwich with Neapolitan ice cream inside.
Nice. See, this is the best part of when we play Pathfinder. Is I can put myself a plate together and sit there and quite happily munch it. The only problem with that is it lasts for like the first 10 minutes of the game, and then so shall we begin as we normally do with a mark game?
Ooh, what's
I
going
think
on
there was
again?
an okie dokie in there somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Sam's
play the mark game.
Let's play that. Thank you. Sam's gonna have subjugate. Thank you, Sam.
In case Strage isn't listening at the moment, he did actually ask yesterday for decapitate. So
okay,
I don't know if you want to put that down.
Gotcha.
Today instead. But obviously, I was playing and I wasn't on my phone.
How dare you? Come on then, hit me.
Flange.
Mustache.
You're not expecting the word flange. It does make it automatically funny, or unless it's just me. Mustache. Okay.
And he said that because I saw the Pringles tin. I thought, mustache.
Yeah, you're hoping that subliminal messaging. Oh, Zach's on. Zach's gone for a word. Thanks, dude.
Yes, Zach.
No, Zach gone for dongle.
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 I dig it. I dig it.
Just made the mistake of eating an extra strong mint when we're about to begin.
Just retooling my fuller and back.
So we'll pick up the session. I've just loaded your map up where we finished last time. Luna.
Look, may as well search around the room as well if we hadn't done that.
Okay. Give me a perception check then. I'll incorporate that into. We'll talk to Luna first, and then we'll have your perception roll. 17 is pretty good, Mark. Okay. Poppy. Okay, Martin's on as well. This is the best audience participation that we've had. Martin and his daughter Poppy have had a go on the Mark game. Hello, Martin.
Hey.
Hello, Poppy.
Hello.
Hello.
Please cover your ears, Poppy, if you are watching. I'm sure you.
I may have heard may have seen my yogurt spoon. Let me know.
Right, 1 second. Let me write them down.
What yogurt?
Write them down without saying them out loud, because that would just be cheating. Okay, so we'll finish where you left off. Luna is wrapped in these webs. She's tightly bound, and she's looking pretty ropey. She's got this sort of faint glow about her that's dimming and flashing. Her eyelids, heavy, bloodshot eyes, and she's staring wild-eyed. The sort of horse, I'm sure Sammi will tell us, the wild-eyed shock of a frightened horse, covered in webs. And she's down on her. Well, she's lying down, covered in these webs.
I'll take one of my knives and start. Well, I've only got one. I think I'm not sure if I've got one or two. Start cutting the webs away from her.
Yeah. So the communication comes through to you. It's actually you can all speak Elven, can't you?
Yes.
I'm a little bit elvish. She says. I can't. I can't. That's a Terry Pratchett joke. That's really poor. Sorry. In the game. Come on. She says, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. And she looks at Vorana and sees Shufflepip on your shoulder, and she'll say, "Thank you, little one. Thank you. I can only assume that I have you to thank for this." And you see Shufflepip bow in reverence to Luna. So you managed to cut her out pretty quickly, but she's very, very weak. She tries to stand, one leg goes down, and she wobbles very Bambi-like, and she's all over the shop. But she will say, "Who are you? I must know who I have to thank for my my saviours."
Hello. I'm Heirnrich.
I'm Vorana.
My name is Trapisti, California, Ticazo. But my friends call me Kairon.
In which case, I will
You
call
my
you.
father.
I
Prepare
will call
to
you.
die.
I will call you Kairon as well. What brings you to my forest realm? Why have you saved me?
It seemed like a decent thing to do. I nearly ran away. I'll be honest. I did nearly run away.
Well, I'm
it was
pleased
only
you didn't.
It was only the little orb fella that convinced me to come down here. Well, I'm glad we did now.
So you see orb flashing. Go on, Vorana. Go on, Sammi.
I was going to say we've had a bit of an adventure. We've awoken, the three of us. No idea who each other is. No idea where we are. What's happened. I believe it was actually the homestead within your forest that we awoke. What was it called?
We
The
didn't
Grumble.
know its name, did we? Did we get its name?
Yeah. The Grumble estate. And as we came out, we met Gregor, and that was when Shufflepip came asking for aid.
Yeah, asked if we could help. Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a lot of people to be thankful for. But tell me this. So you off-worlders then, so you have no memory about anything.
Mm-mm.
And then she turns towards Orb and she'll say, what is this creature? What is this thing? Seems
We
very
have no
friendly.
idea. Yeah, he's
I
helped
was
us.
going to ask you.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. Not even sure if it's a he. Doesn't seem to speak, but it seems friendly. He's been helping us.
Yeah, I can feel the energy from it. It's his powers seem similar to mine, almost celestial, almost otherworldly. It's
He's a handy little chap.
yeah.
He has no hands. How can he be handy? This is ridiculous, my friend. You have another stroke.
Be quiet, silly boy.
And Luna will say, Grimbrawl Manor. We know that there is evil beset in the land. Things are transpiring, and darkness, forces of nighttime have been rising. And Grimbrawl Manor was one of those where this darkness was coming from. Did you get to the bottom of it? What happened?
Ooh.
Yes, I've got it in my bag.
Oh, hello. We've got a poorly dog. Got a poorly dog situation. Okay. So, can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, it all turned out that we discovered that the fog was animating corpses. It was quite unnerving, to be perfectly honest. One of the fellows, anyway. Sorry, that's by the by. Yeah, we discovered this small figurine thing, broken. We found two parts of it, and I just put it in my bag of holding because it stopped the fog. That's pretty much it. But when we stopped the fog, the animated creatures seemed to just keel over, which was very handy. It allowed us to get away.
Curious indeed. Okay.
I can show it to you, but it'll start doing this fog thing again.
Yeah, I would. If we're going to start animating, I think there's only one thing worse than a spider, and that's a reanimated spider. So it might be worth waiting until.
Let's not do that then.
Yeah, there's no dead things around before you examine that again. Thank you. Thank you for rescuing me. Thank you for clearing out a lot of the forest. My forest has been beset recently with a lot of darkness, and it's rising. To the west, the centaur tribes have been attacked by spiders. To the east, the lizardmen tribes seem to be having their own troubles, and the north, there is a friend of mine there that I've not heard from for a while. All of these are troubling events. And then there's to the south, Lyceum, the town. I don't know what's going on there, but I wonder.
We were considering heading that way. Was that something that you would recommend then, or maybe you would recommend it?
Oh, well, yes, but perhaps for folks like yourself, heading towards civilization might not be a bad idea. Safety. If I was to ask for something, however, it would be handy if you did check out the surrounding area for the sake of the woodland and all the creatures in it. You're clearly warriors.
Shouldn't be really. Maybe her, possibly him. Not sure. Certainly not me. Okay, we will. We be perfectly honest. None of us remember what we came here for. So
there was some kind of mention of reward for saving the unicorn. I remember this specifically.
She'll say, well, and as Heirnrich starts looking around, at the same time that you start looking around, she'll motion towards, well, since I've been in here, I haven't been in here long, but I did spot a glint in the corner, and you can see in the corner there's what looks like a corpse with a breastplate on. And on the corpse, a set of braces, leather braces, and a little pouch at its belt as well.
Ooh.
And Luna will say, "Well, might I suggest I'm not fit enough to be able to move just yet. So it seems as if we're safe here for now. Maybe lick our wounds and have a little rest."
Yeah, we could do with a long rest ourselves. Yeah, we could set a watch, make sure it stays safe, and yes, that sounds like a grand idea.
Okay.
Yes. And I would
May as
like to
well.
have a look at these items in great detail.
Okay.
I have a
Is it-
ritual, I think, that I might be able to do that could help with that.
Come, my friend, and he'll put his arm around him and say, "Then we shall sit down together, and I'll make sure your sneaky paws do not take anything, yes?"
That's very cheeky coming from the man who tried to steal my wife, Mums. Anyway, come on.
You did. It's true. So in the breastplate itself, there's something magical about it. It has other adornments as well, which would equate to half plate. But it seems. Are you going to cast in detect magic over the lot? Then,
well, I'm going to cast. I can't cast detect magic, but I'm going to cast identify.
Okay, so the armor is what's known as cast off armor. So you can doff the armor as a magic action, but it is cast off half plate. And
Well, I could use that, but I think would your guy need it? Can you wear medium armor, Lewis?
Yes, I can.
You all can wear it.
Well, yeah, it's got downsides for Sammy, though, hasn't it? You lose your
No,
what's it? Ooh,
because it's medium.
you get the so it's just the stealth disadvantage. Well, if I've got to say, I mean, I'd love it, but I don't think I'm the right person for it at this point in time. It's going to be one of you two, and I mean, how much is it worthwhile for you, Sammy? Because you're going to be the one who's in melee. We're both going to be back shooting
Very
stuff, hopefully.
possibly. Unless this
It gives you, if I remember from
sneaky.
Nudgrond, half plate gives you 15.
15
base
plus your
plus
dex modifier. Yeah.
Yeah. At disadvantage on stealth.
So the other two items then. So the pouch has loose silver coins and a small gem worth 25 gold. There's 16 silver pieces in this pouch.
Is anyone right in this? Is anyone right?
I was going to say, we haven't actually nominated a party treasurer yet.
Go on, Lewis.
I was going to say,
I was going to say, I don't trust either of you.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a cabbage. That's the only problem. I mean, I don't mind doing it. In fact, I shall go and get my book of little things with and a writing implement. So I may as well.
I mean, I'm writing it down anyway.
I may as well salivate the salamander as well.
I think Sammy's doing it, Mark.
Oh, in which case,
what was the gem? Sorry.
Reserve your salamander.
25 gold piece.
Salamandering.
Yeah. Backtrack from the salamander. And the third item, the braces. So these leather braces cover most of the forearm, and there's sort of strange insignias on each. On each, there appears to be what looks like the profile picture of an elf. And what I would require from you, I don't think Vorana would be viable for this, but from Kairon and Heirnrich, both of you can have a history check.
History. There we go.
I will try. Oh, this will be funny.
No, I haven't. I don't even know where I was yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yes,
17.
go on, son.
Yeah.
13.
No, it's not something you would know anyway, Sammy. But with the
Minus
17, you would tell that I mean, you're Shadar-kai, but these two elves appear to be, one is high elf, specifically golden high elf, and the other one appears to be drow. But they're male and female, and they, if you're sort of putting them on, they're either facing away from each other or looking towards each other. And as you arrange them around, as they look towards each other, they look as if they're glancing at each other with enmity, with a little bit of hatred. Just behind,
fucking weird.
just behind these profiles as well, you can see arrows, and then a bow behind as well. And as Heirnrich identifies these are braces of archery.
Oh, I wonder where they're going. Here you go, Bean.
Oh,
Have yourself some of these. Pass them over to Karen.
Okay. So as you slide these on your arms, I would like for you to have flashback number 1, please.
Oh,
Do you want me to read it out?
It's up to you. If you're sharing it with the group, then
I'll read it out.
yeah.
So, a memory suddenly comes to Kairon, standing in a frozen glade, snow falling soundlessly around him. A figure lies dying at his feet, eyes wide open with betrayal. He feels no guilt, only necessity. The whisper of a woman's voice echoes in his ears. No loose ends, Kairon. A black feather falls from the sky and lands in the blood.
Ooh.
Ooh.
foreshadowing. These feel right. These fit. They slot onto your arms. Have you read what it does yet?
No, I was going to add them, and then I.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Suck
just
in.
stick them on, and you're welcome. So you, Vorana and Heirnrich, would see what you've seen before. You've seen Heirnrich go through this same process, as Kairon just blanks as he's slotting these on. He just has a moment, and you can tell he's having a moment.
Excuse me, sir. You're not having a stroke, are you? Hello? I'll start shaking him. Hello? Are you all right there?
I think what will happen is Kairon, because he's still in the gaze, he kind of grabs Heinrich's arm instinctively and kind of almost like tries to throw him over, but stops himself from doing it as he comes to. And he's like,
Hey, chill, dude. What's going on there?
and he say, if you wish to see my pee-pee, my friend, all you need to do is just ask.
I'm
Which
just going to
pushes
look
him
very
back. But you can
suspiciously
see
at
he's
him.
clearly kind of like taken back a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that'll be necessary, sir. I think maybe we should bed down. Bed down, maybe. I'm not feeling great.
Yeah, I suppose we will make a camp, start a fire
Sure.
with our
Yeah.
little celestial friend.
Yeah, no problem. So you can have your long rest. Luna's just pure exhausted. But there's, I mean, you can still talk to Luna, ask her any questions. Shifflepim's still there as well. But we can do whatever you want to do. If you have other questions before we go on to the next day.
Yeah, I'm going to go and I may as well siphon the sausage roll now before we get involved. I shall return forthwith and quickly. Yeah.
See, I don't want to go on, Sammi.
I was going to say, is it worth asking about what Luna knows about this land and the supposed amnesia that comes with people appearing on this plane, so to speak, if they do appear, or if they come from another plane of existence, or
Sure. Yeah, no problem. I'll wait until Mark comes back, so I don't have to repeat myself. Should we have a quick round of the alphabet game? See how far we can get. Star Wars?
shit.
Do you not know Star Wars?
I do know Star Wars, but not as greatly as some.
Okay, I'll start then.
I'll give it a whirl.
Serving to Sammi, Boba Fett.
So it begins with T.
Oh, he's back, Will.
No.
TIE fighter. TIE fighter.
Bean.
My brain's going, oh shit, I don't know a character beginning with T.
My brain hurts.
See, I'd have gone straight for Tatooine, but that's just me. Right. So, yes, Vorana was asking Luna about this land. So Luna will tell you a bit as she's sort of in and out of sleep. She does seem to recover her strength quite quickly. And she will tell you about the darkness rising in the last war. How the forces of night opposed the forces of day. The main reason that they were called this is there was a truce. There was an amnesty between the forces of night and day for thousands and thousands of years. The whole of Nemosini was just a nirvana, just a happy place where night lived in the nighttime in their own lands and day did the same, and they coexisted peacefully. And then all of a sudden, darkness had spent years infiltrating and getting into position ready to attack. And the whole of the 9 realms all of a sudden, and she's mentioning realms as these continents that you sort of discovered. And she will say, and they took over everything. And the forces of day fought tooth and nail to reclaim land, and eventually the war was fought to a stalemate. This ended, well, I don't know how mortals deal with these type of numbers, but it was a long time ago. This time, however, the nighttime forces just seem to be attacking at random. There's no subterfuge. There's no stealth involved. It's come all of a sudden, and it doesn't feel exactly like last time. But in terms of the greater land, she will tell you that she knows that the mortal races call this realm Thalia, Thalia, and it was a realm of laughter, of comedy, and the woodland creatures thrived, playing tricks and pranks, even night and day, playing tricks and pranks against each other. It was a wonderful, joyous place. And it was after the First War, but over the past few weeks, past few days especially, something's changed, something's happened.
Do you know what the source of this change is, or what direction it's coming from, or has it been everywhere all at once, or?
I don't know any further than the forest. The forest is vast, but it's just a small part of Thalia. Thalia itself is huge, and my realm is just a small part of the greater realm of Thalia. I don't know anything beyond the borders. Even in my borders, I couldn't tell you where the source is coming from. It's just everywhere. It seems to have driven the creatures of nighttime to despicable evil acts again. But we don't know why.
Does the night affect creatures that even strive in the daytime, as in like they become the Dark's allies, or?
In the past, in the last war, the lines were drawn, and you picked a side. Most, if she sort of has to have a think about this. If you think of the bigger picture, the forces of the heavens allied together, and the forces of the lower planes of Hells and the Abyss, they formed together. In terms of mortal races, it tended to be the creatures prone to maliciousness that clubbed together. I mean, this is my forest realm. I don't know anything beyond that. I know there was the war itself was something to do with a lost memory. We know that Mnemosyne as a whole is a realm of lost memories. But I don't know. I don't know much else.
Well, we'll carry on doing what we said we'd do, I suppose. We'll go and check out the town and the surrounding area. How would we get back to you with the information?
Well, when we're out of here, what I would like to fully recover, if you take me to Gregor, I'm sure he would look after me there. My rehabilitation in the hands of Gregor would probably be the best course for me. But if, like I say, if I can prevail on you to check the forest, the depths of the forest, I would be very much obliged.
I'm sure you would. And last time I checked, unicorns do not have pockets, so who will compensate us for this? As I do not work for free.
She'll
I'm
say.
just going to look at him sideways with a grin. This fella. Oh, check him out.
She'll say, surely, the feeling of helping someone out would be reward enough.
My friend, helping out does not put food in your belly or ale into your mouth. I talk coin or goods.
But food, this forest is plentiful. The creatures create food. There's plenty of wine. There's plenty of ale that can be brought to you, as much as you can eat and drink. But will all of that bring you happiness?
Yeah, of course we'll do it. He's just being himself. I've known him for a couple of days already. Bloody hell. Anyway, what do you think, big lady?
I think we may as well. There's no reason not to.
I'll turn back to Lewis and say, "Come on, son, be a laugh."
I'll do it for a strand of your hair.
Okay.
All right, chill out, Gimli. Is you saying that to Luna?
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yeah. In which case, Luna will say, "You can have 3."
Oh.
Perfect. And make sure they're not pubic. Thank you.
No pips for me. Sorry.
Okay. So Luna, you take your rest. You were going to ask about the specific memories and Mnemosyne as well, weren't you? The answer is pretty much the same as she's already told you. She only knows about her forest realm. She does know that she has slightly more information than Gregor did. Yes, if you enter Mnemosyne, you lose your memory. But Luna would also suggest to you that she suspects, and it is a widely suspected feature of this prime, that when you leave Mnemosyne, you also lose your memory. Almost as if this is a bubble prime locked away from the rest of the multiverse.
Oh, there's a noise I would make at that. Okay.
As much as I love sitting in this pit of webs, I believe we should go.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm with him. Yes, let's go. It'll be
Okay.
a bit something to do and get to know each other a bit better. Might find more things. Might remember stuff. Yeah.
Let's take you back to it with Schiffelpim's help. Luna's recovered enough to travel. She's still a little bit lame, so it's slow going to get back to Gregor. But he is waiting for you, very concerned, and he'll go straight up to Luna. And you can tell they know each other. They've and he'll turn to you and say, "Oh, you've no idea the service you've done for the forest. Well done." And he'll turn to
Are we okay
Kairon.
to leave her with you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, she'll get the best care here. And he'll reach inside his belt and bring out this bag of money and throw it to Kairon.
Amazing.
And he will say, "This is a whole season's worth of profit for me, but she's worth it."
Give him some back, you stingy bugger.
I'm
Actually,
saying nothing.
I'm not good, so I probably wouldn't say that. I'd probably say, hopefully.
He'll kind of tie the bag up and go, "Thank you for your business, my friend."
You can have 10 gold pieces. So
he's just said it's his season's profit. He lives on a farm and he's got lots of food, and apparently the forest has got lots of food in it. So he doesn't need any money.
I see where you're coming from.
As he turns away, he'll say, well, that's the roof not getting mended for another year.
Mend? Let me have a go at mending. I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can go around and if there's anything, any small mending type things that I can repair. Like a little crack in the glass, a little leak in the roof.
Oh, mate, it's a farmhouse. There's things everywhere. And as he spots you doing this, he'll say, "That's incredible. Could I use your abilities on the pipes?" Not my pipes.
I can give it a go.
Yeah. So you can see this whole pipe network he's got set up with these sort of tiny water sprites, these water elementals. And there's holes everywhere. There's patchwork. There's plumbers, or the medieval equivalent of plumber's tape on most of it as Heirnrich goes around. I mean, it takes you. You could spend days fixing what is wrong with it the farmhouse.
And he would, if you left him to his own devices, he would. He just buzzes off things exactly like this. Especially he's fascinated with the pipes as well. So, this is really quite remarkable.
So we'll spend a bit of time here then. So Luna gets stable down, make sure she's secure. She'll have a chat with Gregor, and Gregor, as you're fixing these, perhaps I'd like to think of I don't know. I'd like to think of Vorana sat on the veranda with her feet up on the wooden bench with and Kairon perhaps just sort of stood casually with a massive mug of ale in his hand or something. I don't know. But the sort of evening, as you get to the end of the first day, Gregor will say, "So, my friends, Luna's told you about the surrounding area. There is plenty to be done. I mean, the centaurs and the lizardmen, we haven't heard from them. They're all guardians of the forest. They're all friends. And speaking of friends, to the north on the coast, it's a good trek. There is another friend of Luna's. I've never met them. Calcus," she referred to this friend as. "They need help as well. Anything you can do to help, but you'll always have a home here."
I'll come over slightly dirty, just tucking some tools away. Lots of things to fix. That was really good fun. I must have to come back and check on you later at some point. Maybe there'll be more things to do.
Always things to do in the farm.
Well, I don't like nature and stuff, but I can mend things and build things. Yeah.
I'll do the nature, you do the mending. Perfect partnership.
Right then, are we gonna have a little sleep and get off? Set off at first thing in the morning, maybe. I don't know.
Question is, where would we like to go first? We're being asked to go check out the forest. Do we
Well,
want
that's
to go find some minotaurs? Do we want to find some lizardmen?
I do want to find some
Um,
lizardmen.
or
We're
I don't
already
know.
in the forest, aren't we, or by the forest? So that seems
Yeah.
like the nearest of the options.
Did Gregor mention if Luna's friend was north in the forest or just north?
North beyond the forest. So as near as he can figure it out, he did once see a map of Talia, and this Lyceum is a small town linked to the greater part of Talia. To the north is like a large promontory, which is where this forest is. If you continue to the edge of the promontory where the coast is, that's where Calcus is. But the forest goes for miles in every direction from this farmstead.
I say we go see the lizardmen.
So that's, you'll need to go east to visit the lizardmen. They, I mean, try not to annoy them. They don't take well. They are quite secular. Respect their ways. They do follow the rules of the land, but yeah, they've had troubles recently.
Is there something that we can take with us that would show that we are with Luna trying to help?
He'll say, well, I believe you already have that. And he looks to Kairon. You've got 3 locks. That would be introduction enough.
Fair enough.
Monkey trousers.
Let's head east.
Okay. So it's rough going. There's no tracks leading east. There's the occasional game trail, and it's thick, dense forest. Give me a survival check, please, Lewis.
22.
22. So from the directions that Gregor gave you and Luna has offered, you start to the environment changes slightly, and it becomes there's something in the back of Kairon's mind. You've been in places similar to this before, and it goes from like a normal forest into more of feels like a tropical forest, almost as if you've crossed over from one land to another just by walking. And as you're walking, you start to see small ancient stone
Penises.
Towers that have fallen over, monuments that have fallen over, statues that have collapsed. And eventually you'll come across what used to be a house or foundations just mowed down, which is where you start to see tracks.
Does the destruction look... Oh, sorry.
No, go on, Mark.
I said, does the destruction look recent, or is it, does it look like it's been done, or it's been gone a while?
Well, when we say a while, incredibly long time ago. This is an ancient civilization, ancient culture, but no identifying features to it. The tracks are of what you would expect from lizard folk. You can see them all around. Mostly old, but there are some fresh tracks, and they all seem to be traveling in a similar direction to the east.
Carry on. there.
Yeah, so I mean, we're sort of talking a couple of few days now to as you go deeper into the forest. So let me roll the dice. Did I not put them on? Oh, bollocks. I hadn't prepared this. I'll roll a d20 and figure it out in a second. Okay, so as you're walking, Kairon, you believe that something is trailing you or tracking you.
Mm.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything?
Yeah. So like casually, he'll walk over to like Heirnrich, almost like just trying to make conversation,
Mm.
and you go, my friend. This journey is getting the better of me. I think that you two should just kind of go ahead a little bit while I keep my eyes on some possible unwanted visitors. And he'll kind of like turn and look at Vorana as well, and he'll go, if you catch my drift. And then I'll try and see if I can just
I will say
vanish.
nothing and just continue walking.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Sure.
I'll follow.
Okay, roll your stealth.
Me?
No, just Lewis.
Just like
22.
22. Okay, yeah. So you've seen Kairon do this a couple of times now. He just seems to blend into the foliage. So
Blend in the foliage.
Vorana and Heirnrich, as you continue forwards, you're none the wiser as to what's happening. But Kairon, as you stop, what shall we have you in the tree? I'd like to think of Kairon as being quite adept at climbing trees and watching from the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost kind of like going from branch to branch kind of thing.
nice. So passing beneath you, you can see these lizard folk. They're very humanoid sized. In fact, I have a picture for you, which makes life a whole lot easier for you, Dungeon Master. So clearly reptilian features, and they're darting from tree to tree. And there's 3 of them. One of them seems to be wearing more ornate clothing, and the other 2 have these sort of large mauls, bows on their backs. They're hunters of some description. And they seem to be tracking Heirnrich and Vorana and Orb. But you don't think they've spotted you.
I think we'll keep it that way, and I'll try and track the trackers.
Yeah,
so almost kind of follow them.
Okay. So you can't see that far ahead if you're tracking the trackers.
Well, surely you can see us though, or you can see our trail.
Yes,
We're not being
absolutely, yeah.
discreet of any means.
Trousers.
Well, what I'll ask for from Heirnrich and Vorana then is a perception check.
Perception. Where is it? There it is. Really? Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know where my trousers are.
Take that.
Monkey.
Okay. So Vorana, you think that up ahead, as you're peering through, you get a sort of a glint in the distance of an opening. It's lighter. You can see light streaming in, and just on the air, you can smell cooking. And you believe that you're approaching either, you're approaching some kind of settlement or a camp or something. you know that Kairon's disappeared. Heirnrich's just wandering next to you, and he clearly can't find his own underpants.
Well,
Did you want to do anything?
I'm going to grab Heirnrich by the back of his robes and just get him to stop
oh, what?
and just be like, just wait. And I want to wait here for a moment or two, just to see if, obviously,
I'll do as
I know
I'm
that
told.
Karen's obviously stealthing somewhere behind us, presumably.
Yeah.
And he hasn't returned yet, so I would like to just wait.
I'll
Okay.
draw my gun and
Venture.
shield.
Right. So you, as you stop, Kairon, you can see these 3 lizard folk also stop, and they seem to be just waiting and watching. You have the height advantage now if you're going from tree to tree, so you also see and smell this cooking and the increased amount of light, as if there's an opening in the forest up ahead. You can see Vorana's grabbed Heirnrich, and they seem to have stopped. Do you want to do anything?
So how far away would you say they are?
How close do you want to get? I mean, you rolled a stealth of 22, so we can get you within 30 feet before we having to start rolling more dice.
Yeah, so I'll probably get as close as I can, and then how far away are Vorana and Heirnrich?
So we'll go with 30 and 30. So they're 60 away from you, 30 away from the lizard folk.
I mean, assuming nothing happens, then I will just continue walking forward.
Okay. So, what Kairon is going to see now is the lizard folk are going to attempt to hide. They are following, they are tracking, but you can tell now that they're going to try and slink into the undergrowth. So what I'm going to do...
Blinky bastards.
Yeah, and they
This image hasn't
move...
loaded for me.
You what, sorry?
Wouldn't you load an image of the lizard man?
Yeah.
Or am I just making that up?
Did I make it? Yeah.
No, that's
Oh, it's loading now. It's loading
fine.
now. So they slink into the undergrowth. Kairon can no longer see these lizard folk.
Well, we're just walking, aren't we? Just
Yeah.
walking along, singing the
Well,
song.
assuming nothing's like Karen's not jumping out, lizard men aren't jumping out, I'll
Yeah.
then resume. I'll drop Heirnrich and just continue walking forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. So, like I say, this is at that point. This is where the lizard folk seem to go into the underbrush, and Kairon just loses them. So it's on Lewis now. What did you want to do?
I'm going to try and get as close as I can to the position where they were.
Yeah.
And I want to try and see if I can ascertain, are they hiding in the undergrowth or are they moving in a different direction?
Okay, so you can roll perception then. 17. You cannot tell. You're not entirely sure. They move in this sort of jerky lizard type fashion, where they were still, and then all of a sudden they've darted, but you couldn't even tell if they've darted in the same direction. It looked like the same direction, and then you think about it and you think, oh wait a minute, did one veer off? So you're not sure at all.
Is there any like wildlife that I can see around, like any rabbits or anything, or
Mostly birds in this area, and they're starting to be quite brightly coloured birds flying around. But yeah,
okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to capture one, whether it be like a rabbit or a bird or something, and basically come out of the forest near Heirnrich and Vorana, making out like I've been hunting and not tracking.
Sure. Okay. Roll a nature check there. 15. Yeah. Okay. So you've I suppose nature will do. Yeah, you managed to find a sort of. What should we have? You want a rabbit? You can have a rabbit.
Yeah, rabbit will do.
Yeah. Okay. So you meet up with Vorana and Heirnrich.
Yep.
And you all now know that ahead of you seems to be some kind of something or other. What are you going to do?
Ting.
So he'll walk out of the forest and he'll go, as you can see, I fetched some dinner. And like as he like walks close to Vorana, he says, we were being tracked by 3 lizardmen. They've gone into the bushes. I do not know where they've gone.
Well,
Are we
may
here
as well
to
stay
find?
guys?
Are we here
What
to
was that,
find the
sorry?
lizard men? We were. Well,
hold up,
we're
Mark.
going to check on them.
Sorry, go on, Sammi.
What did you say? Sorry, Karen. Last.
So he'll say, there were 3 lizardmen tracking us. They've gone into the bushes. I've lost them.
We can only stay perceptive as we continue forward.
Agreed. And he'll just kind of throw the rabbit hand and go, there you go, my friend. Your dinner.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So as you continue forwards, you can start to hear now conversation. You can hear voices, and it sounds. It's not a language that you and any of you may have heard before. It's kind of harsh and barking and guttural. But there seems to be a settlement in front of you. You're not quite there yet, but the smells and the sights and the surrounding area, all the grass is pressed down between all the trees. And if you continue on this path, you're going to walk straight into the open, into this what now looks like a village. There's sort of tents, rough tents all around, cooking fires. You can see clothes being hung out. There's a stream that passes just through the centre of
Can
the
we have a look
village.
to see what sort of beings they are that are living in this village?
Yeah, well, you can sort of see perhaps yeah, you can see the lizard people, lizard folk, like in the picture, just running around. Can anyone speak Draconic?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a very ancient form, so you can't make out all of it, but it sounds as if this is a village and they're just living their lives, cooking, laughing, communicating, occasionally arguing. But that you can see lizards of all different shapes and sizes. And you see lizardmen children running around. There's only sort of perhaps 20 or 30 of them, maybe. But around them all, you can see more of these stone buildings, these statues that seem to have collapsed.
Is it worth talking to these simple folk? Could this be where we've been told to come?
I think so. Mushroom.
Okay. Yes, sorry. As you start to step forward, as you make your decision to go and reveal yourselves, leave it to these lizard folk. All of a sudden, from out of nowhere, spears are pointed towards your throat. And there's this harsh, barking language that only Vorana can understand. And they will say, "Halt, state your business."
And I will try and bark back in some sort of modern draconic. We have been sent by Luna. We have been sent as aid.
Okay, so you would know that Luna as a name is a generic term in any language. So at the mention of Luna, they start to look around, and the one that was more ornately dressed all of a sudden appears virtually from out of nowhere in between all of you, and will continue to communicate in Draconic, so they can only talk to Vorana. And it's a deep baritone voice. You can tell it's a male. And he will say, "You have come just in time. Follow." And he gestures towards the camp.
And I would just like nod my head in the direction to both the guys and just be like, "Yeah, come on."
Okay. So you can see now that the spears have been lowered, that the whole camp in front of you, they all went from simple villagers to war mode, as teeth were bared, claws were, even the children, and they all. You very much get the impression that they all knew you were there. And as you enter the village, they all sort of separate. And the main fella, the sort of chief elder, will point you towards the center of the village, and he will say, We need assistance. We need assistance now. My daughter Valmit has disappeared, and she is consorting with Night."
And what is your name?
"My name is Calik."
What was his daughter's name? Sorry.
"Valmit."
What can you tell us of the darkness that has come?
The darkness has the face of jackals,
And it believes in a thing called love, apparently.
and it
You know-
is in the old temple. I can tell you where, but we are not strong enough to fight these men.
I will obviously repeat everything back
Mm.
to Heirnrich and Kairon.
If we,
Explain that his daughter's gone missing. The darkness has come.
as long
in the
as
form
they'll
of
come,
gentlemen.
as long as some of them will come with us, I'd be happy to check it out.
This all now makes sense. I thought you were all just growling at each other for some strange reason.
He says that it's coming from a temple, but they are not strong enough. And I'll turn back and ask, would there be any chance of a guide and potentially somebody, a strong warrior who is willing to come with
It
us?
is forbidden for us to tread into sacred ancient ground. We cannot go there. But Valmit
very
has broken.
Very convenient, isn't it? Right.
Karen will kind of turn around and say, "Ask him if he has any spare arrows I can take. I like the look of them with their nice pretty feathers on them."
My friend here requests, do you have any spare arrows for this mission ahead?
You help, you can take arrows.
Perfect.
Okay. You
I'll
can
gesture
have a
towards
quiver
him.
of 20. Though.
Tiny little picture of some chicken.
Is there anything else that we want to know? Need to know?
Yes, what time is lunch?
What sort of time?
So I'd say what we'll do is we'll say you've set off. It's still sort of midday-ish. So possibly lunchtime. But Kalchik would be quite insistent that you go and see what's happened to his daughter as soon as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, chop his head
I'll
off.
toss the rabbit back to Karen and just talk to Kalchik and be like, how long ago did she disappear? Has she been behaving differently?
Yeah, she became disillusioned with the tribe's inability to progress. She wishes to integrate with the wider world, and she has broken our ancient rules and laws. This is a change that only came about 2 days ago.
Yes.
And she's broken customs, laws. And it is essentially her strong-headedness, possibly. Or do you believe that she is possessed?
She has never been like this before. We do not know. We do know that in the ancient temple where we do not tread, something has moved in there. And we're also aware that these jackal creatures have arrived and also moved in over the past 2 days.
Yeah.
But any more, we don't know.
Okay.
Karen will kind of go, you will give me a map to go. Yes?
Will someone guide us to the temple?
What he'll do, he'll sort of as he sort of swirls his arm, this green primal energy comes from him, and he'll cast it and hold it, and it sort of forms into almost like an arrow and a needle. And as he lays it on his palm, he'll pass it over to Karen, and it sits on your hand, and it starts to swing around almost like a pretty much a compass, and it's pointing in the direction. And he points towards Karen, and then points in the direction that the arrow's pointing.
Simple and effective. I like it.
Looks like a simple magical compass. Fascinating.
Perhaps you could make one of these as well, my friend.
I'd have to think about it for a little while, but maybe.
Perhaps once you find your trousers.
Yeah. Have you seen my trousers? Oh God, I've got them on. Damn it!
I'm just going to start walking the direction the compass is going.
Yeah, I'll follow on.
Okay. So it doesn't take long before you start to see more of these fallen down structures. This is an old ancient civilization, and as you progress, you can see more of what it used to be. It used to be. In fact, let's have an. I'm going to say from Heirnrich. Let's have history check, please.
History. More than a 2. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So these appear to be an ancient civilization, ancient culture, not necessarily lizardmen. It's a multicultural society that was a primal elemental worship. And you can see symbols of fire, earth, air, and water everywhere that you go. And you can see a hand of different cultures creating these. either statues or buildings or whatever. But
Yeah.
you would guess they're thousands of years old.
Well, it's-
As you continue, let me.
Oh, that's what I do.
From out of the forest, you can start to see rough stone tracks like a road, which as you're traveling east eventually turns to the north. You can hear a waterfall in the distance. And as these tracks, as you follow this road, these rough cobblestones, these large stones suddenly appear on the ground, they become more and more even as it feels like you're approaching an area that was more inhabited than the rest. Through the forest, on what looks now like a well-established old road, you can see a stone pagoda, beyond which seems to be huts, rough wooden huts of a relatively new type and construction. What would you like to do?
Maybe you could go ahead. I'll look at Lewis. Maybe you could go ahead, scout it out a bit, see if there's anybody hiding, waiting to jump on us, perhaps.
This I would possibly recommend.
It seems to be that you're quite good at that type of thing.
For you, my friend, I will go and have a look. But you must promise me one thing.
Yes.
If I find something of value, you must carry it for me, no matter the weight.
I'll try. See.
And he'll kind of like smirkly look at Rona and go, he's going to try.
I'll whisper to Verona. I'll whisper to Verona. I've got a magic bag. It's not as bad as it sounds. Magic bag.
Okay, so who's doing what?
Lewis was going in.
The recce.
You're gonna have a recce, right? So you roll your true strike damage. Apparently, roll your stealth.
Natural 20 for a 28 on stealth.
Okay, so you once again you see Kairon just disappear into the undergrowth. Kairon, as you start to approach the wood on either side, underneath this pagoda, you can see these wooden buildings hastily constructed. There's a few, and then it leads to a bridge which goes over the stream. The few that have been created are completely abandoned, but you can see 6 other rough huts the other side of the bridge that have signs of recent occupation. In fact, you can see movement in all 6 huts, as in front of you is also this large ancient temple.
So this,
give me a perception check, please.
10. I'm sneaky, but I can't see shit.
Yeah, so you're not entirely sure what's going on here. You like I say, you know that there are things in these 6 further huts further along. You've got a natural 20 for your stealth, so you're as quiet as the wind, and you can manage to get quite close, and you can still hear this rough barking language. But you also hear what sounds like It's entirely different. You wouldn't know what language it is, but there seems to be arguing going on in the last two huts, or the last hut on the left-hand side.
Okay. The bridge that is across, is there any other bridges in?
No. What I'll do, let me give you the map that I got from Shepeku.
From who?
Shepeku, I think you pronounce it. It's a website, some kind of a company or business that does battle maps, and they're awesome maps. These are. Right, let me give you.
A damn good kicking.
I can do that. I can do that, no problem. Right, so I'm going to
Sense of map coming
force.
up. So
I'm going to force your view here. Hold up. Yes, just in time. I did say it. I did say I had a lot of time, but I didn't get enough time to actually get everything set up. So I'm just finishing a few bits and pieces. Bear with. Yeah, we should be good to go any second.
shall I go and sprinkle my underpants quickly?
You go
It's a
for it,
good
Mark.
time.
Yeah, sure.
Right, all.
I won't lie. If he's going to sprinkle his underpants, I might go and fulfill my nicotine addiction.
Sure. To the point. Go for it.
I'll sit here.
Yeah, we can discuss the current topics of the day, Louis.
Are these maps bigger? Because they're taking a lot longer to load.
Yeah, they're quite in depth. With map tools, you can do this thing called a repository, where I load them onto like an airdrop or something, and then you download it from there. If I'm doing it like this, I haven't got a chance to do that really, or I haven't done that today. So you're feeding off my computer. And also because I'm creating this up very poorly, but as I'm making this up as we go, I'm adding the maps to it. So if you go to select map in the top right hand corner, you should be able to go to everything that you've seen so far and go back and look through all the images that you've seen so far.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, I can.
It's a very nice map, though.
They're great, aren't they? They're really good. They are really good maps. Let me give you this as well.
It's a shame somebody drew a penis in the top corner.
No one's surprised, Lewis. This was AI.
A ringer.
If that's going to load up for you.
I've got a map of an Inca style temple.
Yeah, AI.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. AI can do all sorts of nice and wonderful
It's great.
strategy. Yeah.
So somebody commented on the stream called Naomi that was disappointed in Sammi, and we also have 9 people watching.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Hello,
not
everyone.
interested though. Not interested.
What
Hello.
they're
Well, if
really
you are,
interested in
thank you.
is what Mark's going to eat next.
I'm actually quite full right now, but I have got a Cajun chicken pasty in the fridge in case of emergencies.
Not a bun.
No, it's not a bun. I do have, though, 5 Galaxy caramel eggs, which I was meant to be saving till Dave comes tomorrow, but I might have to eat them and get some more on the way home.
What, all 5?
I found
Yeah.
Seems
If you're
a
going
bit
to eat one, you may as
excessive,
well
that
eat
does.
5. And
No.
well, that's my opinion.
no, I'm with Mark on that.
Yeah.
I found Tom 2 white chocolate cream eggs.
Ooh, I haven't
So I
tried
can
that.
see this temple then, Dave.
Temple.
Right, are
Yeah.
we back?
Temple.
Let me take you to the. So this should have loaded. This should come up straight away now.
Yep.
So there's quite a bit to the south of you as well, and I'm not going to make you suddenly appear here. So you're over this bridge. There's the stream. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huts and the temple up in front of you. And I haven't put Orb in. I forgot my little fella. There he is. It sounds like there's arguing, discussing, or some kind of something or other coming from here.
We don't know what language, do we? We don't know
No,
what they're saying.
you don't.
I mean, obviously, we're waiting for Kairon to come back.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on. And
His trousers. You see if he's got his trousers this time.
Yeah. So I will go back and relay what I can see, and I'll mention about the arguing in one of the huts, but I can't quite.
Well, it's not going to be lizard.
Language.
The lizard people said they weren't permitted to come this far. I am of the opinion that these may be hostile, not nice, slightly unfriendly.
We can always try to sneak up. We can just walk on in.
Okay, everyone if we're just going to brazenly walk, let's all get ready. Let's everyone get their weapons ready just in case. And yeah, we'll brazenly walk.
I think
Okay.
Kairon will kind of think more along the lines of, you two brazenly walk up. Me, on the other hand, I'll try and sink back into the shadows and watch from afar.
Okay.
Go on then.
Go on then. Roll your stealth. So
all when it counts.
Yeah. No, come on, Lewis.
It's a nugget.
23.
Oh.
So yeah, once again, Kairon disappears into the undergrowth. Orb is going to stay with Vorana and Heirnrich. I
am more than willing. I was going to say, I'm more than willing to try and sneak up and try and hear some of this conversation.
Okay. You give it a go then.
I'm happy to give it a go if Heirnrich's willing to give it a go.
Oh, you brought me down. Oh,
yes. No. Oh.
What,
would you like to try and sneak? Try and sneak some conversation.
It's not going to happen for me. I know.
It's probably not going to happen for me, but if we can try,
go on then.
We can possibly get some of the conversation before we get poked.
16. It's not bad with disadvantage.
2
Double
15s.
15s, you see.
That's not bad at all.
Will it automatically put the disadvantage on for me?
No.
No.
Ooh.
That's harsh.
What?
Roll a good number 2 time.
Wow. So you managed to, what I'll do then is you managed to get up to the bridge. Lewis, you can put Kairon pretty much wherever you want, mate.
Okay. Under the bridge.
You can get, let's put you just, you know what? We'll put you there. And you can hear the guttural language, this draconic language coming from the lizard folk.
So it is.
But as
Can I be on top of one of the roofs?
Yes, on the corner next to a tree is what I'd say. Because as soon as you step on the roof, that's a different proposition. You sort of yeah, that's
How's
fine.
That there?
Yeah, that's no problem at all. So Heirnrich now, as you're sneaking forwards with Vorana, Vorana, you can hear this barking draconic language from the lizard folk, but you also hear this jackal, hyena type laughing noise. And Heirnrich, you would see Vorana go blank briefly as Vorana has her first flashback.
Oh no, another one spazzing out. What's going on? You having a stroke there?
Apparently so. So this is going to be my very first memory, isn't it?
Well, it's up to you, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm a very young child and I'm sat by a hearth watching crackling flames. I hear a door and turn to see my mother. I sprint towards her. She kneels and I fling into her arms, putting my hands around her neck, and she picks me up asking why I'm still awake. I wanted her to stay and read me a bedtime story. She obliges, chuckling as she tucks me into bed, and I fiddle with the medallion that's hanging over my bed on a thick chain. And I ask when Papa will be back so I can meet him. She looks back at me with a pitiful look and replies soon as she places a kiss on my forehead. And that's the first memory.
Nice.
I mean, I've seen this medallion that Varana's wearing. And what is it? Is it something that I would recognise, Dave? I mean,
you can roll history if you wish.
Let's see. There you go.
17. Yes, it's just from the recesses of your mind, you bring forward the name Bahamut. This is a platinum dragon.
Yeah,
this is the god of dragons.
Yeah,
but so we're in this situation where you can hear this draconic language, these barking noises. Vorana's just had this memory return to her, and you're in possibly a hostile environment. But what triggered the memory for Vorana is this hyena's laugh, and you instinctively know that there are gnolls in this camp somewhere, and it raises your heckles.
I'll see the change. I'll just whisper, "What do you see?"
I just recognise this second language, and my instincts are telling me to be on guard.
I trust your instincts.
What can I make out from the draconic language? What's being said?
The draconic language is it's a female voice with a tinge of authority to it, and it seems to be suggesting that the guardian of the temple needs more sacrifices, needs more offerings, and it you can tell that there's the female is struggling to understand what the gnoll is saying. And there's slowed, raised languages. And it's like the classic Englishman abroad, or like Kairon did with "You give arrows," and she's trying to communicate and failing, and trying to let the gnolls know that the guardian of the temple needs more sacrifices. Otherwise, they're all up shit creek, and everything that they're working towards will fall apart.
Right.
And I will obviously say this to Heirnrich and say maybe Daddy's little girl.
I think that might be the one we're looking for. Yeah.
is going down a bad path.
What can we do?
So it is at
How
this point from the position that you're at. Go on, Mark. Sorry, go on. You,
I was
you
going
go.
to. What I was going to say. Going to ask is, did you hear any different? And how many different voices did you hear? How many do you think there are?
There's at
To
least
Vorana?
two.
At least two. At least two. I think we can take them. What do you think?
I
Feeling
think we should
brave.
attempt to get closer
Okay.
and see if we can at least drop by
I mean,
with
if it
the
was up to
element
me
of
and we're in
surprise.
earshot, I'd be saying let's sneak into the temple and bypass them completely.
You know what? I think we should try that first. And if we fail, then it'll be plan B.
Well,
Is that-
with your stealth rolls, I'm happy for you to progress. But what I'm going to say to you is that the position that you're in at the minute, as you go past these first two huts, you can see movement inside, but you can go past. You can see movement in these two huts, and it's in these first four huts you can see reptilian lizard creatures going past. They're only rough wooden huts, so you can see through. But you sneak past to the next one, to the next corner. In
So
the
there's more than
end,
one reptilian.
yeah, you can see there's one lizard folk in each of these. So one here, two here, and then you can see in this end one, you can see. Well, I'll go this side first. So this side, you can see two gnolls, and these are just laughing at each other in this sort of hyena, high-pitched, laughing, cackling noise. And on the opposite
at
side,
that point, I think I would freeze.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
completely and utterly.
So all I'll say to you is over the other side, you can see a slightly larger gnoll talking to a female lizard folk that's dressed very similarly to the chieftain. You would guess this is Valmit.
Yeah.
I would actually like to fuck the plan over, and if I'm able to maintain my stealth, I would like to try and get the drop on one of these gnolls.
Sure. Well, what we can do is we can take you, Heirnrich, and so if you got to there, then Sammi with Vorana, Heirnrich was. I've got you envisaged, unless you want to change the idea of this, you're going from corner to corner, shadow to shadow. You move, stop, and you get to this point when you first see these two gnolls. Heirnrich just on your 6, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
well, they're going to see us, aren't they? Because we're in the open. We were going quietly, but they're going to see us. So if I see it move,
well, what would Heirnrich be seeing from Vorana now then?
At this point, I've just got anger building, and it's very obvious that I'm angry and also slightly afraid.
So let's see. How many gnolls are within earshot of a pistol? Do we think?
Say that again, sorry, mate.
Would I have any idea? Many, we've had a quick idea of, rough idea of who's in where. If I fire my gun, do I think I'd attract the whole camp?
Yeah.
Well, aren't you using your silenced powder? Didn't we say you can have?
Well, I can actually load. Yeah, I can load. You said I could have. I will.
Yeah, so you
actually
can have
manually load the gun.
shots up to your proficiency. Silent.
Right, so that's 2 wicked.
Yeah.
Right then. Which case I'm gonna pop the knoll that's nearest to us.
Okay. So what we'll do then? Let's roll initiative here. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
Orb right in between you two.
Check me out, double figures.
Well, you can all roll with advantage.
Oh. Yeah, I'll stick with the 11. Let's go and change it.
I don't know how to change it, so I'm just leaving it as it is.
What? Well, because yeah. What did you get, Sammy? What should it be for you? Well, you got 21.
I got 21. So yeah, I'm just leaving that.
You stay there. Is everyone happy with their?
Yep.
Okay.
I was going to say if
I got a 5 on my reroll, so I'm sticking with 11.
Yeah, I got a 19 with it. I realise you have to roll it on the other one, don't you, and then change it.
Karen wanted to swap, I'd be willing to swap to
19.
try and get the drop
Yeah,
on
no,
first.
that kind of makes sense. So set initiative 19. So you are there. So what's going to happen first then is, as it should be, because that I like it. I do like it when initiative fits the narrative. Vorana, you can do whatever you want to do first.
First off, I would like to rage.
Yep.
I'd like to rage.
Okay, so you can see these 2 gnolls in this hut, and it's a straw hut. You can tear through these walls without it impeding you at all.
So then I will go in and take a reckless attack against Null 2.
Okay, what I'll do, I'm going to actually remove the vision blocking from all of that. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so move yourself up, make your attack.
Somewhere under my trousers.
Come on, to natural 20. Right. Oh, come on, Sammy.
19 damage.
19.
That's a lot of damage.
It is. It's not enough to kill it, however.
Oh shit! I should have used cleave.
Well, you can do, mate, if you want to move yourself there.
No, it's fine. Because I need to make. Because it would have to be a second creature within 5 feet. So, no, it's fine.
Okay. So you see Vorana now just go off script, tear into this building, just walk through the straw wall and start wailing on this gnoll as it screams. Lizard Folk 5 is the first to react, who starts running out of the hut, opens the door, swings it open towards Heirnrich. So it has a large, heavy club, which it tries to swing towards you and rolls a 6 to hit.
No, it doesn't get me.
It does not. But as it crunches to the floor, his spiked shield thrashes out to try and connect with you with a 16 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit me.
This is as Kairon gets a turn.
Am I still stealth?
You're still stealthed, so you're attacking from a stealth position. Most of these are in huts, so it's going to be a very difficult shot for you to get. But you do have line of sight of this one here, would be a normal shot.
Do I not have line of sight on these here with me being directly from the entrance?
Okay. What I will do is, they're inside, so it's not open. So I will be adding a little bit to their AC.
Okay. Well, you know what? The one that's trying to get Heirnrich, I'll just have a shot at him.
Okay, so you can roll with advantage, like I say.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark on him.
Yeah, real. Yeah.
Longbow attack with advantage. 17.
17's going to hit. Yep.
Sweet. 14 points of damage. Plus 6 for 20 points of damage.
Oh,
That's maximum damage. Nice.
Maximum damage.
It's not. It's not quite enough to take him down, but yeah. Do you like those races?
Yeah.
Because everything else is inside the hut, I'm quite happy for you to roll a free stealth check.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is apply this to everything other than the creature that you've just shot, who's a little bit occupied anyway.
Oh, natural 1.
Yeah, so you stumble as you're shooting, and the whole tree starts to shake. Let's say that perhaps the branch in front of you, your footing just snaps it off, and you're visible to the whole world now. So Knoll 2 is going.
Fuck.
Yeah, Knoll 2 is going to attack Vorana, and does so with advantage. Natural 20.
Hit an enter.
Yeah,
that's good.
that's 6 points of piercing damage.
3.
Yep.
Yeah, great. I love Barbarian.
Lizard folk number 2 is going to start moving round towards Heirnrich. So it's going to be, this one's going to try and it's going to be heavy club and shield for the most part. So heavy club. Ooh, that's going to hit 23.
Yeah, that's blatantly going to hit me.
Yeah. 5 damage.
5.
Shield is 18. Spiked shield.
Yeah. Yeah.
For 6.
That's going to be me down next hit.
Okay.
You know.
So the Pack Lord is going to fly out and run straight towards Vorana.
What's the odds I get a go? I don't think they're very good.
All makes 2. Insight rampage. Okay, so it's going to be Bone Whip. Ooh, natural 20, Sammi.
Fucking hell.
12 points of slashing damage. So it's got this whip made of bone as it's just swinging it round, twirling round. Second attack is 13, which misses.
Yeah.
And then it's going to use its insight rampage. The null target's another creature it can see within 60 feet. Can use its reaction to make one attack. So the knoll next to you is going to try and hit you with its rend attack again. For 8, so that misses.
Yes, it does.
Original lizard folk, you're going to be, where are you? This one appears, and there's barked orders now. Vorana would be able to hear this, and his elf in the tree, as this lizard folk appears from the hut and throws javelins towards Kairon.
Oh.
First javelin is going to be 6 to hit. Second one's going to be 12. Where's lizard folk number 3? He's going to try and similarly from down here throw his javelin at you as well. That might hit Kairon. 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah. 2 points of piercing damage. Does 17 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 javelins, 4 points of piercing damage. Okay,
I remember
so
them hitting a lot harder in Curse of Strahd.
so are you? No, what? I know you're there somewhere. Excuse me. Okay, so now this female lizard folk appears, and this is going to be towards Vorana as well. So she reaches down into the ground, very Avatar, Last Airbender, and brings up this earth mote and pushes it in your direction. Which is going to be
What's an earth mote?
8 to hit. It's a mote, you'll never guess what, of earth. Second attack is 21 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, so this is bludgeoning damage, so you can reduce this as well. 8.
Yep.
Okay. Make 2. Right. And she's calling for aid from the rest of the lizard folk. She's pointing towards mostly Vorana. Null 1 is going to move forwards. Get a lot of dice to roll. Grand attack. 19 to hit Vorana.
Hits.
5 points of damage. Right, next lizard folk runs into Heirnrich.
Right, this is me not getting a go. Go on.
10 to hit.
No,
And 13 to hit.
no.
Okay, Orb's turn. Orb will cast healing word. So you stood next to him, aren't you? Actually, no, he's going to cast healing word on Heirnrich. You can have 9 hit points back.
Magic.
That means I can take at least another 1 hit, possibly.
Yeah.
9
And
heal.
then, because it's going to be at disadvantage, he's going to try. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's going to try and finish this lizard folk here. Holy word. Disadvantage. Because he's in melee. 12. He's going to miss. It's no good. That takes us. Go on the Mark Heirnrich's turn.
Whoa, we gotta go. Okay. If I move anywhere, I'm going to take an opportunity attack. So I'm going to using the hammer on my belt, my tool belt, as the material component. I'm going to cast catapult in. I'm using myself, but in that direction. So at the pack leader.
Okay, so that's with disadvantage.
He's going to take. No, it's not. It's not an attack roll. It's a dex save. And if he makes it, the one behind has to make a dex save.
Oh.
And if he makes it, it does fuck all.
Okay, so the pack lord makes a dex saving throw.
Yeah, to start with.
Okay, he rolls 8.
He's failed, so the other fella doesn't have to do anything. The hammer's going to twat him in the face, and he's going to take 21 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
And bonus actions, I don't think I have.
Box turned up.
Actions, yeah, bonus action. No,
You've
I
all
can't.
turned up.
I haven't got a bonus action, which is really harsh.
Okay.
So there
Okay.
you go.
So this
Level
lizard folk,
Level 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna aim at Kairon as well. So it's going to be 2 javelins at Kairon. First one is 16. Oof.
Hits.
3 damage. Second one is 22.
It's going to be 100 years till my go. Am
3
I okay
damage.
to
Yeah, go
slope
for it,
off
Mark.
and
Go
slap
on.
sausages? Right. Right.
Vorana.
Bad timing.
Yeah.
Could I get a 15-foot cone, please, Dave?
Yeah. Oh, is this your breath
Want
weapon?
to test the theory.
You.
Yeah.
What? Did you want to get all 3 of these?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wanted to see if I could do that, or if I'm going to have to step out.
Yeah, you could get 2. So you could 15-foot cone. Yeah, if you were to step back, then you could get all 3, but then you'd be getting at least 2 opportunity attacks at advantage. So I shall allow you to get either those 2 or these 2.
I would like to use my poison breath on the Null Pack Lord and Null 1, please.
Gotcha. So what do I need to do?
I need a dex save, please.
Okay. So Pack Lord rolls 4.
Okay.
His mate
That's fail.
rolls 5.
So that's also a fail.
Tidy.
So they take full damage, which is 3.
Ah. I mean, you've done 6 to both of them, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all it says. Doesn't say if they are poisoned or
No.
anything
No,
like
no.
that.
Okay. Anything else?
So that's my
Right.
action, because I don't have a bonus action.
Right, lizard folk on Heirnrich. Here we go again,
I
Mark.
would have had to holster my pistol last round, Dave, as well. Sorry, I
Okay.
would have had to do that.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
So heavy club is 7 to hit you, Mark. Heirnrich
Nope.
misses, and 12 misses Kieran's turn.
It does.
Bonus action. Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Yeah,
Teleport to here.
nice.
And I think I'm going to have a shot at Lizard Folk 5 again. May as well try and take one out.
Sure.
Finish him. Do it.
11.
11's going to miss.
Bollocks.
Null 2 is on Vorana. First attack. Oh, what? The only attack he's going to get. 16 hits Vorana.
It does.
Yeah, 4 damage. Chip, chip, chip. Lizard Folk 2. I think that's Heirnrich.
it.
Okay, natural 20, Mark.
Yeah, that doesn't get me, unfortunately.
Okay, 13.
Yeah, I'm down to 2.
Yeah, and this is going to put you on the deck. So the spike shield hits you for 21 to hit.
Yeah,
3
I'm
damage.
down.
Yeah. Oof. Pack Lord on Vorana.
Oh.
So it's going to try and it doesn't get its Incite Rampage back. It's got its Bone Whip against Vorana. First attack is 14.
Misses.
Second attack is 13.
Misses.
Okay. Original Lizard Folk, where are you? It's going to have to burst through. So this is at the back of the hut. So it's going to move to there and make an attack at Vorana. It can't get into a flanking position. So heavily surrounded, Vorana 10 to hit.
Oops, sorry.
Misses.
And 9 to hit. That's a whole
Misses.
world of misses. So lizard folk number 3. Where are you? You're there. This one is going to start moving round the back. To there. Oh God, so many goes. So Geomancer now. Valmit is going to shoot at. Yeah, it's going to change target to Kairon actually. So. Yeah, Earth Mote. This Earth Burst. 12 to hit Kairon. Misses. 14. This is Kairon. I've gone past one, which is null number 1 to attack Vorana. I really must put less monsters on the battlefield.
Yeah, because we are level 2, you know. We've had 2 rolls of hit points ever.
19 to hit Vorana. 3 points of piercing.
That's only 1.
4 moves over Heirnrich's inert form. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Orb. We'll try and hit Orb. I've done all these attacks and not attacked Orb once. So heavy claw, but this is Orb.
Little inconspicuous thing.
8.
Yeah,
that one's going to hit.
Oh.
4 points of damage. 4. Where are we up to now? That is Orb's turn, so Orb's going to healing word on Heirnrich. Oh, that's a 1 and a 1 mark. 6 hit points.
6 hit points? I don't know.
Yeah,
alive.
I know.
Yeah.
Better than kicking and going, isn't it?
It's almost as good. I do enjoy a good kicking and going as though.
Constitution saving throws from crikey. So Orb's now going to use Word of Radiance as it pulses this energy. So I need 1, 2, 3 lizard folk saves. 1 passes. 2, 3. And then, God, this is getting complicated. And then the Pack Lord. Constitution saving throw. Nice. Go on. It's only 2. So that one passed. This one takes 2. That one takes 2. And the Pack Lord takes 2 as we're chipping away. Heirnrich, you're prone on the floor, but you're conscious now.
I'll remain prone on the floor, but I will cast Magic Missile. 1 bolt. Well, I'm going to use my 1 free, one for the day.
Yeah.
Why am I pointing at the screen like you can feckin' see me?
Because
that's what you call being a nipple.
High pressure situation, Mark.
Is it space? There we go. Yes. One of the bolts is going at him. So here we go. First one.
1d4 plus 1.
We go in there. We get in there. Here we are. Is he still alive?
No. How did he die?
It just takes a magic missile from my. It's from the point him. I'd have to be from the tip of my finger this time, straight in his face. Doesn't
Okay.
like it. Falls over. Right.
For future reference, Mark, you do have to declare all of your targets before.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm not that familiar with magic missile.
No, don't
I know
worry.
from
You did say one, so I was quite happy for that.
Okay. The one. What is that? That's going to be for on him.
Yeah. Roll 2d4 plus 2.
I've rolled 4 for the first one, so I'm a tit.
Hold
And
up.
the second one.
Sorry, you do it. No. Sorry, Mark.
I don't know what I'm doing there.
No, I'm trying to rush you. You've got 2 darts left, missiles left. Both of them at this one.
Yes.
Yeah. So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, 2d4. Go over that. Okay, 2d4 plus. So it's 7.
Oh, but it was on 8, Mark. It's on 1 hit point.
Oh.
That's severely injured. As anything else from Heirnrich?
Nope. I was thinking I really should bonus action. Main action disengage, but they just chase me.
Yeah, don't worry.
Might as well go down kicking off.
This lizard folk is going to move. Can't really get around. It's going to move to there. As Vorana takes the stage. Come on, Sammi. Let's take some names now.
Vorana is going to use her great axe against Pack Lord, Reckless, and would also like to cleave.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh,
13 misses.
Oh no.
So I can't do anything else.
Okay. Let me
There's no point in me trying to move when there's 4 of them that are going to get an extra attack on me.
Yep. Kairon's turn.
If you don't kill about 5 of them, I don't think we're gonna.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, move it to Noel Pat Lord.
Pat Lord, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Sorry. No need for that.
Oh, bollocks. 10 is going to hit.
Okay.
No.
Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah. Null Warrior attacks Vorana with advantage. 16.
Hits.
Oh, he's taking blows. 4 points of damage. Lizard folk.
I know, but it's also majority of it is half damage.
Yeah. Lizard folk 2 is going to be against Heirnrich. You're still prone, you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Attacks with advantage. 17. Yeah. So it's going to continue its move. Which one was it? 2. You know what, Mark? It's not going to attack you. It's going to attack Orb. So you can have all that back, but it's going to be advantage. It's going to hit Orb.
What was I on?
8.
That apply. Okay.
Right. Next attack. Oh, I'm getting myself confused.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm saying I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. So that's going to hit as well. I know. I shall learn from this experience. Null Pack Lords is going to attack Vorana.
Yes.
Can you imagine if my mouse froze now? So it doesn't recharge its insight, so 2 bone whip attacks. 13 misses.
Miss.
18
hits.
Yeah, it's going to be 8 points of damage.
What lie? I'm looking ropey now.
Yeah. So you're bloodied. So immediately after dealing damage to a creature that is already bloodied, the gnoll moves up to half its speed and makes a bone whip attack. And it is going to take that opportunity because he's still quite healthy. So he's going to move there, and the whip has reach. So he's going to take. You can have opportunity attack, Sammi,
Yes, please.
and he is going to whip Kairon. 20 to hit Kairon for 5 points of damage.
5 to hit.
You hit with a 25, so you can roll your damage.
Wow.
Okay. Lizard folk. That was the original one, wasn't it? Yeah, so he's going to move up to Vorana. 17.
Hits.
6 points of damage. Spike shield. That's going to hit as well. 22. 5 points of damage. Lizard folk 3.
Still up.
Right. He's now running to try and catch up. So he goes 15, 30. Geomancer is going to swing towards. I think it's going to stick with Kairon. So these two balls of earth fly towards Kairon. First one's a natural 1. Second one, however, is 19. 7 points of damage. Null 1 is going to attack. Vorana 10.
Miss.
Not going to get it.
Okay. Lizard folk 4 is going to attack. Orb hits. 3 points of damage. Orb's down. Okay, Orb's turn. Death save.
Whip up them.
Yes. Right, how do you do death saves on this? So roll.
Oh.
That's tidy. Okay. Heirnrich.
Oh, I'll draw my dagger and stab lizard folk. I'll get up first.
Yeah.
And draw my dagger, bonus action, stab lizard folk 2.
Okay, go for it.
So, 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. That takes us to lizard folk 1. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna have to run round. So 15, 30 to there, and then Sammi around this turn.
I'm going to rinse and repeat. I'm going to attack Reckless on Null 1 and
Okay,
attempt to cleave as
sure.
well.
Oh, how you want me
16.
down?
16
Hit
hits.
one.
Was that with advantage? Did we say, Sammi?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I'd rolled it with advantage.
Cool. Yeah, no. That's you probably did. So you can cleave.
Oh, I didn't actually.
Ah.
So I will roll again.
It's still with advantage because it's
18.
Yeah. So
Um,
the
it's 5.
It's just
Right.
damage minus your strength bonus. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I quite like it. I'm only
So
small.
damage for no one was 5.
Yeah.
So then I would like to go back with my great axe for null 2, which is 13.
Well, you're reckless, so you can roll with advantage. You roll once more for your advantage.
Oh, do I still get to do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still
yeah,
get the
it's every attack.
advantage. Oh, no, no. Oh, yes, 16.
16 is going to hit.
14 damage.
Wow. Well, Cleave doesn't do that, but it does kill it.
Oh.
I think it's just a D12, isn't it? But yeah, how would you like to kill that one?
As I take a swing at null 1, I'm going to retract my axe and just straight into the other null.
Nice. That takes us to Kairon.
Take some movement.
Yep.
To here.
Yep.
I'm gonna have a shot at Noel Pat Lord again.
Okay, go for it.
26.
26 hits. He does
So
have
it's also
Hunter's Mark on,
effective
doesn't
with a 10% speed reduction because of the slow feat with a mastery.
he? Nice.
11 points of damage.
Yeah.
And it takes 1d6 force damage of 4.
How does it die?
So after it's whipped, I think Theron kind of like goes into the bushes, but as he turns around, almost like he's doing it, he does a Legolas where he just kind of like jumps on the wall and.
Nice.
I mean, I've still got a bonus action left, haven't I?
You have.
Smart was already on there.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Make a weird noise.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to bonus action Raven Queen's Blessing again and move another 30 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out where to.
You fully boot, so I'm going to carry on fighting.
Yeah.
Let's folk 2. Right. Okay, Mark. So you're stood up now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So against Heirnrich, heavy club. Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh yeah. It's going to be 12 damage. So lizard folk 2.
I'm good for a little smoke.
Okay. He's going to move, start charging into. Let me put these on. Start charging into the brush lizard folk against you, Sammi. So first attack, heavy club, going to be 20.
Hits.
3 damage. Spike shield is a natural 1. Lizard folk 3. They're going to be running after. Yeah, so he's going to dash. Snaking through the ground as it's weaving. Geomancer. 2 bursts towards you, Sammi. First one is going to be 23.
Hits.
11.
11 damage.
11 damage.
I'm down.
Yeah. And then it's going to move to here and Earth Burst. This earth swings towards Kieran's head for 16.
Yes.
For 14 points of damage.
I'm down.
Which is where we shall end today's
No, I'm not coming back to a
Session.
TPK, Dave. You can finish it, please.
No. That's where we'll end today.
Oh, you scumbag!
Well, sorry guys, I've killed us
Never
on
mind.
session 3.
What I would ask you all to do, just in
Just roll a new
case,
character.
is have one death saving throw each. Because if you roll a death 20, a natural 20 on your death saving throw,
No,
there's a
so
chance.
I'm now 1 down. Please,
Okay.
can we just get killed now? I don't.
No, I have a
I'm not gonna-
success, but
So we'll pick this
I really
up.
don't want to justify a game just to get killed. Can we not? Can we not just finish
Next
it now?
time.